Why social media feels addictive. You don't scroll because every post delights you. You scroll because your brain craves the possibility of a reward. The addiction isn't the screen itself, it's the hope that the next swipe will finally satisfy you. Even after closing the app, the pull lingers. A message, a like, a comment, a new video, a reaction, a tiny sign that someone noticed you. Here's the strange part. Most of the time, you don't even know what you're looking for. You just feel the tug. You unlock, you tap, you scroll. Once, again, again. Seconds become minutes, minutes become an hour. Later, you may not remember what you saw, but you remember the feeling. That flicker of curiosity, that chance of reward, that sense that the next post might be interesting, funny, shocking, or personal. This is why it feels addictive. Not because every moment is enjoyable, but because every moment might become enjoyable. That might is powerful. Your brain isn't just attracted to rewards, it's drawn to unpredictable rewards. A guaranteed reward feels satisfying but quickly becomes dull. An uncertain reward? That's gripping. Social media lives in the middle, sometimes boring, sometimes emotional, sometimes funny, sometimes enraging, sometimes validating. Your brain keeps checking because the next scroll could be the one. The habit loop. A cue appears. You act. You receive a reward. The loop imprints. Cues. Boredom, loneliness, stress, a notification, a difficult task. Action. Open, scroll, check, refresh. Reward. Unpredictable. A like, a video, an escape, a moment of connection. Dopamine isn't just about pleasure. It's about motivation, learning, and the drive to repeat behaviors. Social media doesn't need to make you happy. It only needs to make your brain expect something. Expectation keeps the loop alive. The social layer. Humans are wired for belonging. Acceptance meant survival. So when a red notification appears, your brain treats it as a social signal. Someone responded. Someone saw you. Someone might be judging you. That tiny dot touches something ancient, the need to belong, the fear of being ignored, the desire to be seen. This is why a post with few likes feels personal. Why does a viewed story without a reply create a story in your mind? The screen is digital, but the emotions are deeply human, and platforms know how to arrange them. Design that never ends. Infinite scroll. Autoplay. Recommendations. A book has a final page, the feed does not. When there's no bottom, your brain must invent the stopping point itself. That requires self-control. Continuing requires almost nothing, just a thumb movement. Each tiny swipe asks, what's next? Over time, ordinary moments become harder. Waiting in line, eating alone, silence, slow movies, and reading. Your brain has grown used to rapid emotional change, 10 different feelings in 1 minute. That's emotional acceleration, and it leaves you tired without knowing why. Scrolling is often stimulation disguised as rest. The performance trap. You're not just watching others, you're watching yourself being watched. Life becomes a stage, a meal becomes a photo, a trip becomes proof, a workout becomes identity. Happiness becomes something you feel pressured to document. Your identity starts depending on feedback, likes, views, followers. Numbers feel objective, but they measure movement, not meaning. The adaptive machine. The feed learns what keeps you there. If you pause, it notices. If you replay, it notices. It doesn't need to understand you as a person, only as a pattern. That's the deeper reason it feels addictive. It adapts. Two people open the same app and enter completely different worlds. Each feed becomes a private reality, and when the feed learns your emotional weaknesses, comparison, outrage, insecurity, fear, it feeds them back. What human needs become. Social media didn't invent our needs. It industrialized them. The need to belong, performance and approval seeking, the need to escape, endless distraction, the need for novelty, emotional acceleration without rest, the need for connection, visibility without intimacy. As a result, we're more connected but feel unseen. We have infinite information but feel confused. We can talk to anyone, but we still feel lonely. We express ourselves instantly, but feel trapped performing. Seeing clearly. Quitting isn't as simple as deleting an app because the app is attached to real human needs. The goal isn't to hate social media, it's to see it clearly. To notice when connection becomes performance, when entertainment becomes escape, when checking becomes compulsion. The most important question isn't how much time do I spend online. It's what part of me is the app speaking to? Boredom, loneliness, fear, ego, curiosity, insecurity, hope? Once you name what the app feeds, you can decide whether that part of you needs more scrolling or something real. Social media is powerful, but not magic. It touches ancient needs through modern design. And once you understand the loop, the spell weakens. The red dot becomes less mysterious. The pull becomes something you can name. And what you can name, you can begin to choose. Subscribe to Curiosity tab.